Hey everyone, long time no see. I've been busy and just a lot going on. I just really have not had time to do these videos. Um, and I have put on so much weight since this quarantine crap started. But it's getting warmer here. It was like 78 here today. So it's time to start walking on the yard and it'll take some of it off. But it truly is the heaviest I've ever been in my life. Oh well. Um, Spring is coming up, as y'all well know, and it is my favorite time of year. Um, Everything starts coming back to life and looking very pretty, and the animals come out of hibernation, and it's just like the world's busy again. Nature in itself. Um, it's always been my favorite time of year, and plus the thunderstorms. Y'all know me. I like the thunderstorms. And there are some things that you can do for your springtime, your spring equinox, or whatever you call it. Um, I think everybody spring cleans. Doesn't matter if you're a witch or not. Um, but as you're cleaning, you can say your chants like you do any other time. If you're popping dust off and you say your little chant like, I don't know, negative energy, go away, negative energy, you may not stay. Just make up little things as you go and say. And after you get each room clean, I don't know how y'all do it, but I usually start in one room and get it all done. And sometimes it takes me several days because I am very thorough. I was raised in a military school, so one thing I do know how to do is clean. But you can incorporate that into your magic. And then when you feel that your entire interior of your house is cleaned per se, then you can sage it, palo santo it, whatever protection herb you want to use, your dragon's blood. You pretty much rededicate your house again for the coming year. Or that's how I do it. And once you get the inside done, then you can start on the outside. Um, I know a lot of us, uh, or I do, um, use eggshells around your property for protection. Now, I don't think would be the good time to do that just because, I mean, you could, but you would probably just have to do it again. You need to wait until it's not so rainy, because what's going to happen, your eggshells, which if they soak into the earth is fine, but if they get washed off your property, it's kind of not doing you any good anymore. I guess it would depend on if you live on a hill or whatever, but I don't guess I need to be that technical, do I? But I'm that way. Now's a really, really good time if you've done shadow work, or even if you haven't, I guess, over the dark months, or thought about what you want to gain or work towards, in the next seasons. Um, Put it into play. Spring is rebirth. So, it's a very, very good time to do your um, There are spells for enlightenment, patience, anything that will help you grow in your craft or in a relationship or grow in any sense. Uh, I didn't make any notes this time, y'all. I just decided to hop on here because a lot of times I think about it and then I get to doing something else and I end up not doing a video. But yeah, the springtime is a wonderful time, and it's even I don't know about y'all, but I just simply come alive. I truly just feel like my mood lightens, um, my heart lightens. It's just like you can get outside again now. And I know with the plague, as I like to call it, um, you still can't do a lot of things that you might want to, but that does not stop you from walking out by yourself in nature or sitting out in your backyard. That has nothing to do with anything as far as social distancing goes, unless, of course, you're in a coven or you like to gather every so often just to socialize with other like minded people. But yeah, spring is a beautiful time to do this. And you'll feel, or I do, that you're coming back to life with nature. We are nature. We're a part of nature. So why would we not feel like we're coming back to life again? Out of stagnation, out of hibernation. Um, I don't know. I mean, y'all can do what you want, but this is just how I do it. I'll get everything cleaned and organized again. Um, you can open up the doors to your house and let it air out, and get your broom and do your sweeping motions. That's what the broom's for. Um, there's all different kinds of ideas that you can do. And once I get all that done, then I'll do a spell. And I'm going to probably come on here and show y'all that spell. I don't normally actually do spells. I mean, I think I've done one or two on here. But this is, not for anyone in general. It's for everyone. It's like a universal spell. That's my own. And I'll see about getting that done. I may do that on the spring equinox, which will be, I believe, the 20, let me look, 20 something. Yeah, the 20th. So I don't know, I may, after I get off of this video, hi, Lady Blind Wolf. After I get off this video, I need to go wash my hair and wipe all the gunk off of me from the day. But I may come back on and do one. I don't really think it'll be tonight that I'll show y'all, but I would like to take it in there in my witchy room and show y'all on my altar, because I do everything with Hecate present, and it's a lot easier just to move one computer in there as opposed to move all my stuff in here on the table. And a lot of times that lighting I still don't have fixed, or it ain't right in my altar room. That's why I don't do my videos in there. I started getting aggravated about it. How are you doing, Lady Blind Wolf? I haven't been on here in a while. Good. I mean, I think I go through this every year, though. I don't think it really had a whole lot to do with the plague, but I get that way during the dark months. I just don't feel myself, and I'm just blah. And, I've had, there's several other personal things going on in my life that I'm just not going to talk about because I don't, well, I'm just not. And I'm not on here to depress anyone. But I've had a lot of things myself I've had to work on. Been busy doing research, crafting, cleaning. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about was the spring cleaning, for the equinox. And I'm definitely going to go through there. And I have put on so much weight this winter. I just can't believe it. I can't even wear any of my clothes, Lady Bumble. I really can't. If it wasn't for my little house pants that I wear around, I don't know. I'll just run around naked, I guess. And hell, who has the money nowadays to go buy new clothes? And I'll lose back down again like I always do. And then I've got still have clothes I can't wear. They're too big. Oh, what a mess. But yeah, I haven't been up to anything lately, but trying to keep my head on straight. Just a lot going on and a lot of changes that I put into motion myself last year at fall, you know. Um, and now I just have to sit back and take the consequences of it and know that in the long run, it's the best thing for me. Um, Sometimes, you know, I was held up for a long time about feeling guilty or hurting someone's feelings or I didn't want to hurt anyone, or make anyone feel bad. So I took the brunt of everything. I was always um, just pretty much letting people walk all over me. Well, not anymore. That has been put to an end. And I couldn't change it if I wanted to because my mama, Hecate, put her foot down. And there may be some things it's extremely hard for me to get used to certain things, but with anything, any change, whether it goes one direction or the other, it's a little hard for us to sometimes get our feelers around. Things progress, things move on, um, and that's the way life is. And I mean, you can choose to sit around and be depressed about it, and but banging your head up against the wall and something that you um, cannot change. And in the long run, all you're doing is driving yourself insane. So stop doing that. Um, that's what I had to learn the hard way. And it doesn't matter what or who it is in your life. Um, it can apply to all things. Um, as I've always been taught, self-preservation always prevails. And I fought tooth and nail with that in my own soul because I assumed that meant that I was being selfish, uncaring. But you know what? When you have cared so much and put everything in, including your power, your own energy in to something or someone, and they fight nonstop against it and will not do anything for themselves or the relationship or you, whatever that relationship may be, then it's time to stop. You know, it's just time to stop because it's really not worth your time anymore. And coming to that realization is the hardest part. um, and believe you me, I am one stubborn cuss, and I don't give up very easy, especially on those I love. But there comes a time when you finally just have to say, hey, I got to live my life and I'm not going to live it upset all the time, being a nervous wreck and all that. It's no way to live. Every person is in charge of their own destiny and their own lives. So, when it starts boiling over to you to where that um, negativity and all that black soot, you can almost see it, you can smell it just hanging around you, and it's making you sick every day, making you sicker and sicker. You have got to get rid of it. You've got to get rid of it because it's doing you no good. And you're not helping that person. They don't want help. They are perfectly fine with the way they are. So let them be that way. Let them, unfortunately, have to deal with their own consequences. And there are times that it's going to be horrible to sit back and watch them go through them. But you have to keep telling yourself, I tried. I tried. And you know in your soul that you gave it your all. This is another thing for springtime, in the witches. A lot of us are empathic. Um, we feel and hurt, especially for those that we love. It's pathetically strong. Um, you just want people around you and that you care for to be happy. So um, there comes a time when you have to make a decision. You can decide, okay, I'm gonna still hang on to this person. I'm still gonna do whatever and make myself totally miserable for a few more years or however long, or I'm gonna say, okay, enough of this because it's dragging me down and I'm the important one here. They're taking all my energy. I have none left for myself. And I'm the type of person that I just think that I can help everyone. And if I can't, I feel like a failure and it freaks me out. But, I think when whoever said, wisdom comes with age, um, it is so true because you learn it's not that you don't care anymore. You just learn that everybody's in control of their own paths. And you can't hold somebody's hand their entire life. They've got to learn to stand on their own 2 feet. We are the only animal that loves and cuddles, well, except for maybe the elephant. Um, their offspring their whole lives. Elephants stick with, the females anyway do. They stick with their pride or their troop, I believe they're called. Um, but the bulls go off to find their own herd. Um, and they're very loyal to each other. It's a unit. They make that work. I believe apes, but apes are so kin to us, so much like us, that yeah, they stick together. They form their family units. But the rest of them, hey, you're lucky to get mama after what 3 months of your life. You're on your own. Baby birds learn to fly or die. I mean, that's just how it is. So um, after you go through years and years and years of dealing with the pain and watching, you know, your world and their world just fall the hell apart, you have to make a decision. And unfortunately, you know, you've got to realize there's nothing you can do. You've got to let them learn it on their own, and if they don't, it's their life, so be it. So and it's going to hurt like hell to watch them do that. But sometimes doing that is just the way it is. And this goes for any relationship, whether it's between you and your child, your significant other, your roommate, your best friend, or any other relative. Um, when somebody's toxic, they make you toxic, and that does nothing but completely destroy your world. Especially for us witches, we've got to have that energy to do our spells, to do our jobs here on this earth that we are put here to do. And without our energy, and if we've always got this black fog floating around us, you're not going to be able to do your work. So, there's more. This is a perfect time, springtime. Get rid of all of it. And it's going to be hard. I know it's going to be hard. You can give ultimatums. Um, you can say, okay, it's going to be this way or that way or else. And I mean, you can do it however you want, but one way or another, you have got to get it straight in your own life. Because I am the type that I just fall apart. I haven't even been to my altar in a while, but I mean, there's other reasons for that. But the main one is I just have not felt like it, because I would like to have something good and be thankful when I go. Because as bad as things seem to be, they could truly always be worse. And that's what I keep, replaying in my head over and over and over. Um, so this is the time of year to get all this out in the open, cleaned up, dealt with, so you can enjoy your own life. Because you can't with all that soot and smoke and, all that negative energy floating around you all the time. What I do for a living, number one, I'm sick of, to be honest. Nursing, I'm just sick of it, to be totally honest with y'all and myself. I'm tired of it. Um, I'm tired of always seeing people sick and dying and bitching and moaning and getting hit or cussed out, So that's another thing I'm going through right now. I'm going through a stage, and it could be a midlife crisis. I don't know. But uh, I'll get through it, you know. Hi, Aiden. Oh, I guess Layla, yeah, I was real sick the summer before, and once COVID-19 get out much. Yeah, but we're going to have a day or two of being in the 70s, and then we're going to get snow now. Yeah, I seen that snow coming through, Lady Blunt Wolf. I was just really hoping it didn't get to us, and it's not going to. If I'm growing plants, does that make me a real witch? If you're what, Aiden? If you're growing plants, oh, you mean plants? What are you talking about? I love you, Aiden. You're so silly. But yeah, us, everybody being stuck in our houses, and yeah, I meant plants. I figured you did. Yeah, that's what I asked him, Laidlaw. No, you don't have to grow plants to be a witch, Aiden. You know that. That would just make you an herbal witch. I've wanted to grow a garden for a long time out here, just a small one, just something to watch grow. And I have too many birds that would eat everything, and too many cats out there that would be romping through it and tearing it up. So there's a lot of witches that don't grow their own plants. That just makes you an herbal witch. I couldn't. I wanted to. I really have wanted to grow my own herbs, but as I have told y'all, my little Lexi in here she eats plants. You can't have that happening. I would like to grow some, your basic needed everyday herbs like rosemary and thyme and stuff like that. But normally, until lately, I don't have time for all that. You guys, to be honest, I'd love to do something like that. Have me a little greenhouse or, a garden or something. But normally I work a lot and I just don't have time for it. So what have y'all been up to? What have you been up to, Aiden? I got a notification from you yesterday or something like that, but I just didn't have time to watch that new video you put up yet. I've been trying to get some stuff done around the house. But yeah, now's a good time. Start thinking about your spring spell. Usually, I'll do things at springtime, and then I'll do them in fall to protect my property. So, but I'll get a ritual up if y'all want to do one of mine. All kinds of stuff. Well, good. I'm glad you're doing okay. I haven't got to talk to either one of y'all in a while. Puritans and their laws. Ugh. That would make any witch shiver. I love you guys. Also hoping to get a boyfriend. Hopefully it doesn't screw anything else up. You think you're ready now, Aiden? I know you went through a bunch of shit before. They didn't just go after witches. Well, and half the people that they went after weren't witches. It was all about trying to get someone's property. Guarantee you that's what it's about. Especially in the New World. I mean, when they came over, they didn't realize that the ground was so hard. I mean, it's frozen most of the time, and then there's nothing but rock underneath it. So, one person get the crappy land and they'd be envious or jealous of somebody else's because they actually could plow and plant. So they come up with their little plan. Oh, let's call them a witch, and they put a spell on me, and they'll get killed, and I'll get their property as collateral damages. Okay, whatever you want to do, Miss Missy sister. That is just something I don't think I would ever be interested in. Yeah, I'm actively looking to have a witch for a boyfriend in my next relationship. That would probably help, Aiden. Seriously. Honestly, I think that would really help. I kind of wish I had that too. I get tired of being the only witch around. I mean, like I said, there's one other witch around here, but we butted heads. For some reason we just did not get along. And whatever that is, you just meet people in your life that you just don't get along with. It's not either one of your faults. It's just y'all aren't. But she's probably the first witch that I didn't get along with that I've ever met in person. And my other one left me. She moved away. And I'm going to allow not is Mr. Coffee. Lady Blind Wolf says, hell no to the men. That's funny. I don't really care either way, to be honest. I can live with one or without one. I mean, I'm at a stage and a point in my life to where I see why it's called men on pause. It should have been men on pause, not menopause. What do you need them for? You can work, make your own money. Most women at our ages could care less about sex anymore. What the hell are they good for to have around? Companionship? Get a cat, get a dog. I'm sorry. I've not had a very good time. And hang on, somebody's at my door. Just a sec. Anyway, okay. Did you need to talk to me? Yeah, we're unimpressed by sex, especially by. That's right, Aiden. Damn it. That's kind of what I think. Well, how long are y'all going to be up? Y'all going to be up for a while? It's 9:30. But anyway, yeah, think about what you want to do for the spring equinox, and maybe we'll collaborate and come up with something together. Okay. I may pop back on here in just a little bit. My son just showed up, so need to visit with him for a minute. But I love you guys. It's good to see y'all. I miss y'all. I'll be back on here in a little bit. Okay. Bye-bye.